Welcome to the Headlines Live here at Core Politics with me, Rob Double. Let's have a look on Tuesday, the 5th of September, at what's making the news today. So, as you can see, there's a fair few stories coming through today. Let's go start off with begging for war. Now, this is in The Guardian, The Telegraph and The Times, as you can see. Begging for war was the term used by the US ambassador to the UN, Nikki Haley, yesterday to describe Kim Jong-un, the leader of North Korea. This comes after North Korea announced that they had successfully detonated a hydrogen bomb, which they claim can be put into intercontinental ballistic missiles. This has yet to be properly verified, but the claim is being taken seriously by the international community. The US will table a resolution today at the United Nations calling for further sanctions against North Korea. So they're going, obviously, for the more sanctions route at the moment rather than anything else. China has called for dialogue so that the crisis can be resolved peacefully. Now, as you can see in the Express, the Sun, the Times, the Mail and the Telegraph, there's all one picture on their front pages, and that is, of course, of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, as they yesterday announced that their next child is on the way. The third royal baby is on the way. The Sun is speculating that the baby could have been conceived in Poland, doing their somehow calculations of timelines. But let's look in focus at the main story today, which is the end of the public sector pay cap. Now, public sector workers who have had a pay rises of 1% in the past 7 years will have this cap removed. This is what the government has announced. This is what Theresa May has announced today. The struggle to employ nurses, teachers, doctors, members of the armed forces, public sector workers, in other words, in the jobs has what the eye is saying has been the cause of this change in the minds of Downing Street. Theresa May is saying she recognises the sacrifice. Theresa May, bear in mind, as we reported yesterday, is definitely looking to be leader in the long term, and also is going to use her conference speech not just to talk about Brexit, but also talk about her domestic policy, what she wants to do in the country, particularly in terms of social justice and social policy. One more story then, this is in The Times, and this is making a lot of headway in BBC Radio 4, if you've been listening to that this morning. Jeremy Corbyn is slowly becoming a vegan. However, this diet is being stopped somewhat by his love of creamy Somerset brie, which is, of course, a cheese. Parliament is back in action today, with the leader obviously back in Westminster. The Great Repeal Bill, or the EU Withdrawal Bill, is going to be the big fight of this week. We'll be covering that tomorrow and for the rest of the week. That's pretty much it for today. Don't forget you can find all the latest on what we're doing on our Facebook feed and on our YouTube page and on our Twitter feed. But from me here live in London, have a fantastic rest of the day.